Well, in the previous lecture, we have seen about the 5 steps to connect the database, to connect the Java application with the database. The first step was to register the driver class, and the second step was to create the connection object. So we have seen that the driver manager class from the Jdbc API is used for the gate connection. It has one gate connection method. There are two flavors, two variations of the gate connection. The first one is which accepts only one string URL, and the second version accepts 3 parameters, one URL, one second is the name, and third is the password. Both the get connection method returns the connection object, connection reference, and they throw the SQL exception. Now here is an example to establish a connection with a Oracle database. So connection con, check out, connection is a interface and con is a reference. Okay, connection con is equal to driver manager dot get connection. Get connection is a method available in the driver manager class. It accepts 3 parameters. We are using the second version. The first parameter is the URL. The second parameter is the username of your database, and third parameter is the password of your database. Now this URL consists of many elements. Check out JDBC, Oracle, thin, localhost 1521 and XC. So I'm going to explain you this URL in the upcoming section in detail. Now after the second step, we will move to the third step. Our third step is to create the statement object. The create statement method of the connection interface is used to create the statement. Now check out, to create the connection object, we have used the get connection method which was present in driver manager class. Now to create the statement object, we are going to use the create statement method which is present in the connection interface. Check out, connection is the interface. All the methods in the interface are abstract by nature. So create statement is also a abstract method. Okay, we need to provide the implementation to it. The object of statement is responsible to execute queries with the database. So the syntax for creating the statement object is public statement create statement. It throws the SQL exception. It accepts no parameter and it returns you the statement type of object. So return type is statement. Now let us see the example to create the statement object. Statement stmt, stmt is my object name or say reference name, is equal to connection dot create statement. Check out, why connection dot create statement? Because create statement method is present in the connection interface, so we need to invoke it with the help of connection object. Okay, so statement stmt is equal to connection dot create statement. It will create the stmt object which we are going to use for execution of the queries with the database. Now let us move towards the fourth step. Now check out, we have completed 3 steps. The first step was to register the driver, that means to create the translator. The second step is to create the connection, that means to establish the road. The third step, to prepare our requirements, that means to create the statement object. Now the fourth step is that the statements will be communicated to the database. Database will process your statement, that means database will execute the query. So the fourth step is execute the query. The execute query method of statement interface is used to execute queries to the database. Check out now, statement interface contains the execute query method. This method returns the object of result set that can be used to get all records of a table. The syntax for the execute query method is public result set execute query. It accepts one parameter which is of type string SQL, and it throws the SQL exception. It returns the result set object. So its return type is result set. Check out very carefully that execute query is a part of statement interface. Statement object, what we created, the method, it was a part of connection interface. So check out that hierarchy. Now we will see the example to execute the query. Result set rs. Rs is my again a reference is equal to statement dot execute query. Execute query belongs to statement interface. So I need the STMT, the statement object, to call the execute query. Okay, it accepts one query. It accepts the SQL query. So here I am going to write down the query. Select start from EMP. EMP is a table which I have already created using the Oracle database. So I am saying here select star from EMP. Okay, it will extract the data and it will store it in the rs. Okay, rs object. Now if you want to print this data on your screen, you have to use this while rs dot next. Means what? Until and unless there are the records available in the result set object rs, what you are going to do? You are going to put them on the screen. System dot out dot println rs dot getInt. Now getInt, getString, these are the methods available in the result set interface. If your record is of type integer, if your data is of type integer, you can call getInt method. If your data is of type string, you can call getString method. Okay, say in my employee table, I have integer type of data, I have a string type of data. The first data is of type integer, so I am saying rs.getInt 1, it will fetch the column 1, and then rs.getString 2, it will fetch column 2. I am going to put it in a while loop. So until and unless the records are available, while the records are available, I am going to print them on the screen. So these are the 4 steps. I repeat, first step is create translator, get the driver registered. Second step is create the road, create the connection. Third step is create the connection of create the statement object. We have created the statement object of requirements. And fourth step is execution of the query. We have used the result set. We have created that box in which the output is available. That box is nothing but the result set object. Okay, so now here when I say while, when I am printing it, means what? My output has reached to me. Okay, my data has reached to me and I am printing it now on the console. It means that my diamonds have reached to me as per my example. Okay, so my job is over. Now the fifth step is that you can close the connection. Okay, I have created that road, I can close that road. So by closing the connection, object statement and result set will be closed automatically. So when you close your connection object, automatically the STMT and RS object will be closed. The close method of connection interface is used to close the connection. Check out, this close method is available in the connection interface. So the syntax is public void close. It throws the SQL exception. And a very simple, I can call it like con.close. Okay, it will close the road, it will close the connection which we have established for the communication in the beginning. Now an important note is that since Java 7, Jdbc has the ability to use try with resources statement to automatically close the resources of type connection, result set and statement. It means that now Java can automatically close my road once my usage is over. So it avoids the explicit connection closing step. So this step becomes optional again. So check out, we will repeat it once. What are the important steps that we have seen? The 5 important steps to establish a connection between the Java application and the database. These are the 5 steps. Your database can be your Oracle database, it can be your MySQL database, it can be your Access database. Now the 5 steps at a glance. The first step is register the driver class. Second step is create the connection. Third step is create the statement. Fourth step is execute the query. And fifth step, close the connection. Now check out the first step and fifth step are optional. That means you can comment these steps, but for the first step, there are some path setting you have to do. Okay. Now registering the driver class means, as per our example, we are adding the translator. To add the translator, class dot for name and the driver name you have to add. Creating the connections means establishing the road. For that purpose, get connection method we are going to use, which is available in the driver manager class, and we have to provide the complete URL. The third is creating the statement. Creating the statement object, we have to use the create statement method, which is available in the connection interface, and then we can execute the query with the help of that statement object. While execution of the query, you are going to we can print those queries with the help of getString and getInt method, which are available in the result set interface. We can access them with the help of result set rs object. And lastly, we can close the connection. So this is for the establishing the connection between the Java and the database. In the next session, we will see the code for this. Now, already we have seen all the steps. All the steps are very clear to us. In the next session, we are going to put them into a .java file and we will execute them. Okay, thank you.